What's up, y'all? My name's Max.
My name's Annie.
And we just saw John Wick 7. Messed up the numbers there, but we just saw John Wick with Keanu Reeves. Alright, so initial thoughts on the movie. John Wick, I like John Wick. I remember, I kind of slept on them when they first came out, but then I saw 1 and 2 back to back, and then I saw 3 in theaters, and I really like them. I think, see, I kind of forget since I binge watched the first 2 and then saw the part 3 a week later. They kind of blended in because the story is kind of keeps going. But the one I liked the most was I like that one where the movie where he stabbed the guy in the ear with a pencil. Yeah. And then I think he was fighting that other hitman in the train station. That was probably 2 or 3, but that was my favorite one. And so I was kind of excited to see 4. I had to see a little recap video because it's been a few years, but yeah, that's what I thought. What you thought going into it?
Yeah, I watched them, but I completely forgot I watched them.
Yeah, they kind of blend in.
I even think at the time when I was watching them, I didn't really know what was going on until I watched a recap video.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know. I think maybe it's my memory or something like that. But,
yeah, I think this is one of those movies where the story's in the background and the main thing is the action and the fighting and shit like that. So
yeah.
The story wasn't crazy, but the fighting's what makes you keep wanting to watch them. Alright, so pros of the movie, it's the fighting. It's always the fighting with John Wick. The fighting's crazy. They keep being creative with it and adding new ways for him to kill people. The shot where, like you said, there's a shot where they're filming the whole thing from a top angle, where it's kind of like a video game when you're playing top down. That shit was really cool. I like the spot where he's fighting people with nunchucks. Yeah. The side characters are really cool. They got the guy Kane, he was blind. He's kind of like Daredevil. And then they got this black guy with the dogs, and he was really cool. He was one of my favorite parts of the movie, I think.
We should look up his name.
No, his name was Nobody. He didn't get a name.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he was cool. Kane was cool. The fighting was great. Keanu Reeves, he stays doing it. I mean, John Wick never had that many lines. He just says yeah most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, it was a fun movie. And what would you say you liked about it?
Yeah, the fighting was great. The shots were great. The settings looked really nice. I like how they keep switching the countries, so it's not the same type of setting over and over again.
Yeah, it's true.
I like the villain, the British guy.
I think he was French. The guy from It.
Oh, French.
Yeah.
Oh, he was Pennywise?
Yeah, I think so. And he was in that movie,
I can see him making the face.
He was in that other movie we just saw. It was a horror movie where the girl goes into the basement.
Ooh,
I forgot the name of it, but that was a pretty good movie too. So cons of the movie, it's the story. Like I said, the story has never been that interesting, but this story was just kind of repetitive. I felt he did go back to a few of the same spots, when he went to the Russians or whatever, and it just keeps going in the loop of oh, when will it end? When will it end? And he's just fighting people, and he goes back to Japan, and it was just a lot of the same, to a point where I really didn't care about the story. And there was a whole point in the beginning where it was a good 40 minutes without, I don't know how long it was without fighting, but I was just alright, I came to see fighting, and this isn't that interesting.
I feel there was a good amount of fighting.
There was a good amount of fighting, but in the beginning there wasn't that much fighting until good 30 minutes in. And like I said, I love the side characters, the Kane guy and the dog guy, but I felt it could have did more with them. It introduced a few cool people, but didn't do enough with them. The dog guy, I feel I didn't really get a lot about his character and a good conclusion to his arc in the story. And even the blind guy, I wish we got a background just so we knew more what's up with him. But I felt it added him, and we just didn't get to see enough of both of them. I would have rather it just added one of them and save the other for a different movie or something like that. What do you think?
I disagree. I kind of like them. Well, not that you said you didn't like them, but I feel having them both in the movie.
Yeah, it was cool.
Cool. I feel I don't know. They could go more in depth with them, but at the same time, it wasn't really about them.
Oh yeah, but they like the dog guy, for example. His whole thing, he was trying to get a bounty on him, whatever. and then like he saves his dog, and then he just drops the whole bounty thing,
Well,
and then he was just sitting on the stairs watching them fight. He's like, oh yeah, that's crazy. And then we never saw him again after that. I was just like, what was the whole point of adding him for the movie? Just
I feel like the point
shock
was
value.
he was just like a random bounty hunter. It didn't really matter what his story was, but like the only thing that he really cared about was his dog, and Wick was the only person that that saved
Yeah.
it. So I felt like it made sense.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like, bro, he saved your dog, but you could have still killed him and got like $40 million, but you didn't. So I wanted to know why you didn't, or see you come back or something. Like, if they gave him a spin-off movie, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see a movie.
But I just felt like they added him, and it just didn't. I just didn't get a lot with him. And same with the King guy. Like the post-credit scene, I don't know if he dies or whatever, but that would be kind of shitty way for him to die, being that he could have died the whole movie.
The whole credit scene. It was a long ass credit scene.
Yeah,
like,
bro. The post credits is not even worth sticking around because it's like 5 seconds of post credit scenes.
Yeah.
After sitting in the credits for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's basically that Kane goes sees his daughter playing the violin. He's about to give her flowers, but the Asian girl shows up, and you don't really see her kill him or anything. It's just kind of implied.
Yeah. Like I said, the story just got kind of repetitive for me, where I was just like, all right, I don't care about the story, and the fighting was good, like I said. But I don't think it was like the best fighting in all of the John Wick movies. I think the best one, like I said, was like 2 or 3, but it was still a good movie. It was enjoyable. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with part 5. It's like one of those movies, I don't know how they're going to keep extending it and keeping it interesting. Like, I felt like if it ended with 3, I would have been cool. And if it ends with this one, I'd be cool with it, and they make spin-offs of the side characters, but I don't know how they're going to keep going and keeping it interesting, because I've kind of got like less and less interested in the story through each movie. But like if they give the dog guy a movie, or even if they gave Kane a movie, that would be pretty interesting, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, but overall, I give the movie like a 6 or a 7. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I'd say 7. 7. I feel like a 7 would be it's a good watch, and you should watch it, but I wouldn't like
It's good watching if you like the other John Wick movies.
Yeah,
if you saw the other 3 and you like John Wick, watch it.
It's not like life changing, but it's
Yeah, if you want to wait for it to come and you can watch it at home, I don't think there was like a rush to watch it in theaters. You know what I mean? I didn't enjoy it as much as Creed. Did I enjoy it more than Scream? I think like as much as Scream. I liked it as much as Scream 6. Creed, I liked. Out of the last 3 movies we watched, I think I like Creed 3 the most.
I don't know which one I like the most.
But Mario comes out next week or 2 weeks from now. That one I'm hyped for. What you think overall?
Overall?
Out of the last 3 you saw, which one you like more?
Maybe this one, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's like the most recent, but I don't know. I'm thinking John Wick.
Yeah.
Is like the top out of the 3.
Okay.
But they're all kind of rated about the same, you know?
Yeah, I think I gave Creed like an 8, and then I gave Scream 6 like a 6 or 7, so.
I don't remember what I gave Creed.
Yeah, but overall, if you like John Wick, watch it. The studio's also doing a bunch of other movies. Like, they did that other movie called, I think it was called Nobody, with the guy from Better Call Saul. It was similar to John Wick, and then they're making a new one with where he's fighting the Nazis. It was in the trailers called Sisu. So it's cool that they're keeping the same style of movie. No, it's called Sisu.
Oh, okay.
And it's cool like they're keeping the same style of movies, but with different characters to keep it like changing. Because like if they keep making John Wick 5, 6, 7, it's just gonna get repetitive at that point. I like to see new characters, and hopefully one that talks more than John Wick, because I feel like that's what like lacks from him the most.
Yeah.
But yeah. But overall, that was John Wick 4. Get ready for some more.
That was a good one.
Bye.
Wake up out the dust, time to get this money. So many pitfalls in my life, that shit ain't even funny. Them rainy nights had them days looking mad sunny. My clothes nice, remember when them shits was mad.